Good evening to everybody all the way from Nigeria. My name is Timothy. Tonight, we are continuing where we stopped yesterday. This is second day of our training entitled Data Analytics with Python. So, like I said yesterday, everybody needs to be Pythonic. The way things are going now, almost everybody has to be, everybody needs knowledge of Python, because a few weeks ago, Microsoft announced that Excel has incorporated Python knowledge into their workbook. So because of that, any moment from now, when you click on, when you see upgrade in your Excel format, so if you do that, the Python environment will appear to you. That is why everybody must be Pythonic. Like I said, we are continuing from where we stopped. Tonight, I will be discussing data types, and I'll put you through on how you form the variable, and how you prepare some of our code. So let me share with you let me share with you our space, okay. I think, please, if you are able to see my screen says part 2, variables, comments, print, escape sequence, and indentation. If you're able to see that, can you please say yes to me on chat mode? Okay, you have not seen that? No, you have not seen that? Okay, you have not seen that? Okay, great. So let me stop the sharing of the screen and try to reshare again. I will reshare now again. Yum. So let me know if you're able to see that now. If you're able to see my screen, part 2, variable, comments, print, escape sequence, and annotation, just say yes. Okay, I can see yes. That shows that you have seen it. Good. So, variable. A variable can be thought of a container having a name, which is used to store a value. A variable is like a container having a name, which is used to store a value. In programming parlance, it is a reserved memory location to store values. In other words, a variable is a Python programming. The Python programming gives necessary data to a computer for processing. So what you are saying here is that a variable is like something you have used to represent your data points. So that's what you are saying in essence here. And a variable declaration and assignment. In Python, variables need not be declared or defined in advance, as is the case in many other programming languages. In fact, Python has no command for declaring a variable. You don't declare a variable, you only assign a variable. To create a variable, we assign a value to it and start using it, period. An assignment is performed using a single equal sign. So when you have x is equal to 22 or h is equal to 17, in that place, you are assigning the value of 22 to x. You are assigning the value of 22 to h, which is also known as assignment operator. So anytime you see equal to, this equal to means assignment operator. It means assignment operator. A variable is what? Is created the moment we assign the first value to it. Once you assign a value to a particular variable, that means you have already created a variable. Imagine you want to store want to store number 14 in a variable called 1. This 1 you are looking at is a variable. I want to assign 14 to it. 14, this is a number, 14. But this 1, the way I wrote it here, is a variable because I did not write it in a numerical value. I wrote it in what? Wrote it in words. And 10 in a variable called 2. Let's go in and see. Now look at this 1. 1 equal to 14. 2 equal to 10. Then I can say print 1, print 2. So let's see our result. When we say print 1, print 2, then you run it. This is our result. Our result is 14 and 10. Now, if I want to proceed further, to say print 1 plus 2, you can see the way I'm writing it, 1 plus 2. This one you are looking at here is 1 O-N-E. That is 1. Excuse me. This 2 is T-W-E. That's 2. And I said 1 plus 2. That means I want to add the value we have assigned in 1 plus the value we have assigned in 2. That means 14 plus 10. And the answer is supposed to give us 4. And I said print 1 minus 2. Print 1 asterisk 2. This asterisk I told you, asterisk means multiplication. Now also, look at this. Look at this. Now, if I said, okay, let's assume, okay, let me come here because I have seen the results here. All the results, I want to cancel all these results. So for me to cancel all these results you have seen, for me to cancel all these results you have seen, let me come back to this place to say kernel. Kernel means restart. Look at restart here. Restart alone. Look at this one. Restart and clear output. That means if I press on restart is like you want to refresh your computer. Then clear output means I want to clear all these outputs. These are outputs. Look at all these ones, they are outputs. It's like I have run this thing before and I've seen the result. So now I want to clear all the results, all the outputs. I will now click on kernel, restarts, clear output. Are you see now? This one means restart and run all. When I say restart and run all, that means I should have to refresh and run all the code at once. Now, what I need now is restart and clear output. Immediately I click that, all these things, all these 24, 4, 140 will go. So if it doesn't go, let's see. Yes, it must go. Yeah, it has gone. Can you see now? So all these things, including the one I did here, it has gone. So I want to rerun again. If you want to run, it's not compulsory you put your cursor in this run. This is a run link, run tag. It's not compulsory. You can just put your cursor or let this cursor be blinking in this cell. This cell, you can just say Control Enter. Press Control Enter. It runs. It's not compulsory. I go to this place and begin to run all the time. So when you come here now, you can just say Control Enter. See the results. This one, result you are looking at here. Now let me see this one. Let's see this one. Look at this result. 1, then double asterisk 2. That means what I'm saying is that I want Python to run 1 raised to the power 2. That is to run what? To run 14 raised to the power 10. That's what I mean here. Let's see our results. So this is our result. This is 14 raised to the power 10. This is the answer. I think you can see the result now. So let's go on to how do we name variable naming convention. There are some rules we have to follow in naming a variable. And like I tell you, we use variable everywhere in Python. Everywhere we use variable in Python, everywhere. Now a variable can have a short name or more descriptive name. The following list of rules should be followed for naming a variable. So rule number 1, a variable must start with a letter or the underscore character. Example, look at it, John is equal to 28. That's a variable. This is a valid name. John is a valid name. And I said a variable must start with what? Must start with a letter or underscore character. What is underscore? Underscore, this is underscore. This is called underscore. This minus under look like minus, but it's not minus. We call it underscore. For some of us who are somehow new to computer aspect or new to computer thing, the underscore means you press shift, then you now press what? You press shift, then you now press minus sign. So that's where the underscore will appear. You press what? You press shift and underscore sign. So now you could ask me, how did I form these notes? So you can see the note here. This note now, if I give you the Python, yesterday what I gave you was PDF copy. I did not share you the Python notes. I mean the Python code. I did not share you the Python file. What I shared with you yesterday was PDF file. And that PDF file, that means you will be typing those things yourself one by one. Let's assume that you want to type this, go type this thing as you're looking at it. Go type this thing yourself. How did I even type it? Type them. You just come to this place. Just come to this place. Double click on this cell. This is a cell. This is a cell now. Now I double click on this cell. After double clicking, I want this rule number 1 to be in bold. So I now use what? I use 4 asterisk. Let me see. I use 4 asterisk. Yesterday I told you, if you use 1 asterisk, that's the biggest size. If you use 2 asterisk, you will reduce it. 3 asterisk and 4 asterisk. If I use 5 asterisk, you know, after the asterisk, you must put a space. If you don't put a space, that color will not show. You must put a space. If I use 6 asterisk, asterisk. Are you see now? These have become 6. What I need is what? It's 4. What I need is 4. And after this, the next thing that I want to do, can give space. After giving space, the next thing that I did, by the time I wanted to write this, I want to write this simple line. So I put this, there's a sign. This sign you are looking at, this 3 sign, is at the top, or is below escape button. Go to escape button, you will see that sign there. Just say 1, 2, 3. You see that sign there. So when you put that sign, you write this button you are looking at. This point you are looking at. So I put the point there myself, and by the time you have it, look at this one like this now. So now I close these 3 again. This 1, 2, 3. I close it. 1, 2, 3. After closing it, then I leave it. Then I now wrote others without putting anything there. But everything here is a markdown. I'll now run it. Control Enter. Can you see the way? This is what I have now. I think you can see what I have now. So with what I'm just saying, in essence, is that supposing you want to type this note yourself, if you want to cheat your students in your school, and you want to form your own notes, you don't want to use my notes verbatim, you want to form your own notes. This is how I formed it. After this class, I'm going to share you the Python script, the real Python script, so that you'll be able to double click on it and see how I formed this area, how this area were formed. I think you can see now. This is John. Now, underscore, capital J, that's John. So now, you now run it. When you run it, or you press Control Enter, and to give you this result. Now, another rule. The first rule was that a variable must start with what? Letter or underscore character. Second rule, a variable name cannot start with a number. You cannot start a variable name with a number like 33, like 76, like 23, like 17, like 41. You can say 41x, and just say 41x is got to 20. It's wrong. Variable name cannot start with that. So this is rule number 2. Let's go to rule number 3. That's why I wrote this. Type 3, jump, go 28. This is not a valid name. You can see. So all these preliminaries are very necessary. Now, rule number 3, a variable name can only contain alphanumeric character from A to Z, capital A to Z, small a to Z, is 0 to 9, underscore. So anytime you see variable name, can only contain all these. You see now, capital letter Ade underscore John. You see Ade underscore 2307. That's alphanumeric. That's alphabet and numeric. Alphanumeric means combination of alphabets and numeric. That is enough alphanumeric. So now, rule number 4, a variable name cannot contain white space and signs such as plus, minus, etc. You don't put sign or space, white space, a variable name. When we say white space, it means that you put an empty space like this. Look at this one now. Look at this one. This one is what? Let me double click on it and see. Ade space John equal to 81. So Python will give you error if you type this thing as a variable name to give you error. Or sometimes you can say x space y is equal to x space y is equal to 34. So Python will give you error. Python will tell you this is not a variable what? This is not a variable name. Python will give you this is not a variable name. So this is not a what? A valid name. This is not a valid name. Can you see now? So can you see the way I wrote this rule here? And the way I wrote it, now say run. When you say run, then to show all this. You can write a variable name this way, or you put a minus, or you put plus here. Last time I used underscore instead of minus. I used underscore. Do you remember? Underscore is here instead of minus. Underscore is here. You can use underscore, but you can use minus. Minus underscore are two different things. So let's go to rule number 5. Variable names are case sensitive. You see now, this Ade, this Ade, this also Ade, this also Ade. The three variable names here, they are different. They are 3 different things. So this one starts with capital A, while others are small letter. This one, everything here is capital letter. Everything here is small letter. So note that Ade and Ade are not the same because it is because of its case sensitivity. So now, rule number 6, Python keywords cannot be used as a variable name. Last time I told you that you can't use keywords. You can't use keywords as variable name. Part of the keywords is for, define. So even print, and in that and must be capital letter, right? Look at this one now. Look at this one. And you got to 44. And as I'm looking at this, should not be a variable name because it's a what? It's a what? Is a keywords. So look at this one now. Look at this one now. Look at this one now. False. You can't use false. Go to 32.1. You can't use false as part of the keywords as a variable name because false is a keyword. Is a keyword. So you can run this. You can run this now and see the result. So all these ones they are not variable name. Rule number 7. It's always advisable to use a name that describes purpose instead of using dummy names. In other words, we use a real name like A is equal to what? 31. E is equal to 72. So what we mean here is that you should have even told us what A stands for. So at least maybe A stands for H, maybe E stands for egg. So that told us what your A and what your this thing stands for. So that's what it meant. So now we are moving forward. If you have any question, just take note of the area you have a question, so that when I'm done with that stage, I will ask you, or I will allow you to ask questions. So now we have to address this rule in Python. Wrong ways of naming variable. You can see 2 Peter 25. So it's a wrong way. Peter space Yako 34 is a wrong way. Peter space Yako is a wrong way. Now, correct ways of naming variable. I've taught you all this. These are correct ways of naming variable. I've taught you all this. So if you see the notes, you go through. Now, look at this way now. 4, 48. My number, 600. Then 4 plus my number. So what will you give me the answer? 4 is 48. But my number, my underscore number is 600. And I say 4 plus my number. So what is my result? to be 648. So let's look at more examples under variable. My S is 100. My Y is 200. Now my M is 300. My P is 400. So now, and I wrote S is equal to 10. Now look at one thing. One thing about Python, we look at the latest variable. You look at the latest value you have assigned to a variable. So Python will consider the latest value you have written in a variable. Now in this place now, S here is 100. But here again in the same cell, S is what? Is 10. Now I ask you to print S, print Y, print M, print P, and print P minus X. Let me comment this. That is, the meaning of comment here is that I want to make it inactive. I want to make it inactive. That is, I will not make it active. So that means only this print S will appear. In this place now, what do you think will appear as our final answer? Because I told you now, I told you that when you are given a value for a variable, X is 100. Look at it. Y is what? Y is 200. M is 300. P is 400. Now, and I'll give you again, X goes 10. And I'll say print X. So the latest value of that X, that is what the Python, the programming will print for you. So in this place now, if I say run, Control, Enter, you see the value is 10. So the answer is 10 because the Python has ignored the first value of that X, which is 100, and it's picking X goes 10, which is 6. Now, if I make this one, now, if I want to make this one now inactive, I'm active back. I activate this one back. I'm activating this print Y back. Look at it. I'm activating this print Y. What is my Y? Y here is what? It's 200. Y is 200. So let's see the results. Can you see now? This is our answer. Our answer is 200. That is 200. Our answer is 200. What of now? What of this place now? If I'm now making Y is equal to 1 over 2. So when I ask you to print Y here, what do you think will be the answer? The answer should be 1 over 2, not 200 again. Let's print. Let's print the results. You can see control, okay, print. Look at the answer, 4.5. That's 1 over 2. Now, let me make this print M active and run the answer. That's 300. M is 300. What about your P? Let me make P active and run the answer. Our P is what? 400, but that's our answer. Our P here is 400. That's our answer. So now we move on to S plus what? S times Y plus P minus N. I think you can understand what I mean here. So in this place, we have used the same value that we have here. So that means in this place now, our S down this place is what? Our S is 10. Our Y is what? Our Y is 1.5. So I think you can get it down. Then plus what? Plus P minus what? Minus N. Yesterday I told you one formula. The formula is what? BD-MPM. What is BD-MPM? BD-MPM means bracket, anything inside brackets. Then what is D? D means division, followed by division. Then followed by what? Followed by what? Multiplication. That's BD-MPM. That first M means multiplication. That P again that follows it means what? Means plus. Why the last M means what? Means minus. So in this place now, if you want to run S multiplied by Y plus P minus M now, if you want to run it and you see the result, what will it give us as the answer? 105.0. That's the answer that will give us. So I think we are following. So if you are following, then let's see. Let's see now. Under pattern, we can write our value. We have written S, Y, M equals 200, 400, 700. What I mean here is that the value of X here you are looking at takes the position of what? Position of 200. Why the value of M you are seeing here, value of Y you are seeing here, take the position of 400. Why the value of M you are seeing here, take the position of what? Of 700. Now, I now ask you to print M, print X, print Y. Let's see the answer. Let's run it and see the answer. Do you see the answer? So S is what? S is what? Do you see the answer? Do you see the answer? Print M. What's our M? M here is what? Is 700. That's why you have 7 times the S value. So what is print S? Print S. S what? S what? Is 200. So you have 200 years as S value. And what is Y? Y is what? Y is 400. So you have 400 years in S value. Now, also, we can move down here and say print 2 raised to power 2 times X minus 3 times Y plus 10 times N. Let's see the results. Look at the result. 6,200. That's the result. So the same thing applicable in this place. Same thing applicable in this place. So we can practice this one too and see our answer. And so this place I said print S, Y, P. That means you have to print the value of S, Y, P. And S, Y, P has means 10, 10, 10. So you have 10, 10, 10 here. What of if I change it to be 2 to 27, and I change it to what? To be 76 or 98. So, and I said print what? Print S, Y, P. Look at the answer. So 10, 27, and what? 98. The same thing here. Print S, print Y, and what? And print P. That's 10, 27. What about this place? S is equal to M, S is equal to Y, is equal to M, is equal to 15. What we are saying is that the value of X is equal to the value of Y, is equal to the value of M, is equal to 15. That means both X, all of X, Y, and N are all equal to what? Equal to 15. That's what we mean. Then print S brackets Y bracket Y, sorry, bracket Y bracket M. Let's see the results. 15, 15, 15. I think you can see it now. What of if I separate it in this way? If I say print X, look at me, print Y, then print M. Look at me now. Can you see? Can you see how it comes down? Like this. So this is how it comes down. So now let's go to another place, under subheading, concatenation. But before we go to under subheading, let me open room for question. If there's any question, please unmute yourself and ask question. If there is. Unmute yourself and ask questions. If there's any question.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I have a question. On this current slide now, I'm seeing S equals to 12, Y equals to 10, and the command given as print S S double asterisk 2 is on a different cell. I was thinking that the command should be on the same cell, which must be on the same cell with the defined values for S and Y.
Which cell is that? Sept or Sept?
The cell that you were in before the question. I think you can go down a bit. The next heading that you were about to explain. Okay. Can something CAN
concatenation, this place? See this place? This
no, not naming variable. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, this one now. This concatenation.
No, concatenation. I've not explained that. I've not explained that.
Okay.
This is under subheading. Concatenation is under subheading.
Okay, I think I saw a similar thing like that on the previous slide you explained. What I'm asking is that in giving the command after defining X and Y, yes, and then say print like X times Y, must that command X times Y be on the same cell or a different cell?
It could be on the same cell or different cell. It depends on your wish.
Okay, because I'm trying to put mine on a different cell. It's saying error. That trace back most recent cell.
That means you have not run the previous cell. If you have not run the previous cell, it will be giving you error because you have not told Python that this is the value of my X.
Okay, sir. Okay,
sir. Check. Maybe you have not run. Like for example, now look at this one. Now, for example, now look at this cell now. This cell 9. I give value of x to be 100, value of y to be 200, value of m to be 300, it to be 400. So maybe this thread now, I did not run it. And now come here, and I'm not running this one, this thread. It will tell me that he did not know x, doesn't know y, doesn't know m.
Okay, sir.
Whereas I have declared the value of x, y, m here. But if I fail to run it, Python will not have it that it was already assigned.
Okay, sir. Okay, I understand.
There is possibility for you to, for example, now I open this. Look at this empty cell. If I open this now, I say Q is equal to 2, 22, and W is equal to 50. So after this one now, I did not run it at all. I didn't run it. And now create another cell. Now say Q plus
W.
And I begin to run. See now. I begin to run. It will not go. No run. It will error. Because it's telling me that he has not understood the value of Q, value of W. What he's saying. Name. Q is not defined. That means you have not defined Q, you have not defined W. No, it is true, I type it, but I fail to run it. If you fail to run it, it will not give you any results. So if you don't run this line, you don't run this line. So now let me run this line now. This Q20, W50. I want to run it now. Now I'm running. This line now. Let me run this one now. Can you see now? The answer is 72.
Okay.
I hope you get me now. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, it's clear. Thank you, sir.
All right. So let's go to another subheading. If there's no other problem, so I think we can proceed. Let me try to mute everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
I discovered that, thank you first and foremost for the lectures. Very interesting. I noticed that you are running line by line. Can we run more than one line at the same time? Maybe select the 3 lines or 2 lines and run at the same time.
Yes, we can run it at once. We can run our code at once. But if you run your code at once, that means you're already advanced. It's when you become more advanced that you can control that. Because if some of your codes are wrong, Python will report that there are some errors in your code. So you now begin to trace where the error is. But if you run this line by line, if you have any error any stage, Python will report to you that there's error here. And that will afford you the ability to quickly fix the error and solve the problem.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Concatenation. This means joining 2 or more strings together. X is 12, Y is 10. And that's the print X is power 2. What's the meaning? The meaning is that you have to print X at 12 raised to power 2. And what will give you the answer? So let me comment this. Let me comment this. The meaning of this hash I'm putting here is that I'm making that line of code inactive. You can see that before I put the hash, this thing stands on the line. But when I put hash, then it becomes italic. It's one bent. So it's bent. So now I want to have this alone. This one now, let me run this code. X is 12, Y is 10. Don't forget that before we have value of X somewhere here as 10 and Y to 27. But now I am declaring another X to be 12, then Y to be 10. So, and I told you that the latest value you assign to a variable, that is what Python will pick for you. So even if you have been using X to be 22, X to be 37, X to be 40 before, but in this side now, the latest one now is that X is 12, Y is 10. Simple. So let's run it. When we run, there's no error. We now come here. We want to run print X to the power 2. That means Y, that means 10, 12 to the power 2. Let's run it and see the result. Let's see the result now. Look at the result, 144. So now let me activate this again and run. Let's see the result, 10. What is 10? That is y. Y is 10. Let's come to let's come back here to and say print type X. Okay, yeah. I want to introduce what's in my type for you. Before, I have not been saying anything type. It's because I'm still coming back to tell you the data types we have. We have, I classify types of data in Python to be 8. As for me, I classify them to be 8. So some people may classify it to be more than 8 or like 9 or 12 or whatever. But for me, I classify data types to be 8. So when we get to that stage, you understand it more what I'm saying. Now, I want to know the type of data, type of variable that X is. X is 12. I want to know. Don't forget yesterday. Briefly yesterday, I told you something yesterday. I said, if you have a number without decimal, that is what is called integer. But if you have a number with decimal, be it 12.2, 12.1, 12.0, 12.9, 12.53, once there is decimal in that number, that is a float. That becomes a float. So there are difference between floats and integer. But I'm going to get to that type. I will explain more on that tonight. Now let me move forward. I want to know type of what? Type of X. I will now say print type bracket X. So I will now run the code. Look at it. Class int. That int means integer. This int means integer. That means the value of X, as I'm listing it here, is an integer. Let me now put 0.0 in the front. And I run this line again. I run this line again like this. I run it. And now come here. You know, when we say 12.0 and 12, ordinarily, they are the same thing in mathematics. Because ordinarily, when we say 12.0, it's the same thing as 12. But in programming, they are not the same. 12.0 and 12 are two different things. 12.0 is different from 12. Why? Last time, by the time I put 12 alone, I will ask for type here. It shows me that the type is what? Is integer. Now I put 0.0 because of that point that appears. So this 12, this S you are seeing is no more integer. Let's see what it gives us. To give us float. Let's see now. Let me run it. Can you see? Give us floats. I hope you are getting it gradually. So, although if you want to add it together, let's assume you want to do some addition, do some subtraction, and so on and so forth. It's the same thing. Python will treat it as what? Treat it as a 12. But ordinarily, the type of that variable is not integer. It is a float because it contains decimal. Now, look at this result. Look at this place too. I'm going to remove this hash at the back of this print. And I said, print type Y. What is type Y? That is integer because Y does not have anything decimal in the front. What about this one too? What about this one? What about this one? Print S plus Y. Let's see our result. What's our result? 22.0. 22.0. That's our result. Why? Because you have 12.0 plus what? Plus 10. That will give us 22.0. Now, again, I'm coming to this, I'm bringing it up now because I'm trying to sort myself out in this scenario. Anytime you see this particular code, look at this place. S12. It has double quotation. Then Y10. It has what? Double quotation. Now, I now ask you, in the first instance, but then you see this type of issue. So, but then you see it now, this type of issue, this value of 12, value of 10, but The two of them are in quotation. Like you have here, this is what? This is x equal to 12, no quotation. Y is equal to what? Y is equal to what? It's equal to 10, no quotation. All these ones, they are numbers. They are numbers. In Python, I told you that we have 8 data types. Some of them, number 1 is numeric. When we say numeric is like numbers. This numeric is divided into 3. Number 1, a number may be an integer. If it's an integer, that is when you have y is equal to 10. Number 2, a number may be a float. If it's a float, that means it contains decimal. That means contains decimal. I think I'm communicating because these areas are very crucial areas that we need to understand very well. Let me tell you, sincerely speaking, there are many online job, remote job that you can be doing from home if you are very smart in Python. And before you can be given this particular online job, what they will ask, they will test your intelligence, they will test your knowledge. And part of knowledge they will test are all these things I'm telling you now. All these things I'm telling you, these are part of things they will test. So though I'm coming back to deal with data types properly, I'll come and do it properly. But I want to let you understand, to have some preliminary knowledge of it. So whenever you have numbers, I said numbers divided into 3. We have integer number, we have floating number, that's a float, and we have complex number. When I get to that stage, I would teach you what is called float, what is called integer, what is called complex number. But at the same time, when you see a number also in this format here, like this one now, you have seen a number s is equal to 12, but that 12 is quotes, is in quotation. That quotation may be single quotes or double quotes. Both are the same. Y also is equal to 10 and it's in quotes. That 10 you are looking at is not ordinary 10. So because it's in quotation, it is no more numeric. It is no more numeric. It has become strange. That is what you call strange. Anytime you see something in quotes, it's no more numeric. It's a string in Python. It's a string in Python. So now, because we have it as a string, now this your x is equal to 10, 12. Your y is equal to what? Is equal to what? Is equal to 10 in quotes. Now, if I want to determine the type of x, what's the type of x? I'll just say print type bracket x, like the way I said here last time. Print type x here. Now, if I want to say that, let me make this one to be inactive first, and let me deal with this first one. Now, I want to say this one now. Last time I told you, I said it's a string. Let's see if truly it will give us a string or not. Let me run it. Let's run that line. Run. What do you see now? Class string. That is str. str is an abbreviated word for string. String. Now, because it's a string, if I ask you to go and add 1, 2, that is 12 plus 10. But that 12 is not 12. The way I'm saying it to be 12 is wrong. Ordinarily, you are saying it as 12. But if you want to pronounce it, you can't pronounce it as 12. You have to pronounce it as 1, 2. Value assigned for x variable is 1, 2. This is 1, 2. What about the value assigned for y variable? That is 1, 0. 1, 0. So if now I ask you to get me the value for x plus y. So x plus y now, ordinarily, is supposed to give you, like you are saying it, you are saying 12, you are saying 10. If I say x plus y, that means 10 plus 12. Not to have 22 as your answer. But it's not. The answer here is supposed to be 22 because The value you are saying here is not ordinary, it's not 12, it's 1, 2. And when I say add 1, 2 plus 1, 0, what will be the answer? Let's see the result. That is 1, 2, 1, 0. That's the answer. So I think you are getting this preliminary stage. The answer now suppose is what? The answer now is 1, 2, 1, 0. Let me go into this. D is what? 2, 5. E is what? 1, 0. And I ask you to get the result for DE. So what is the answer now? DE is what? 2, 5, 1, 0. 2, 5, 1, 0. Why is it putting inside string? The reason why is because you did not use the word print. If you use the word print, it will give you as 1, 2, 1, 0. But now you can see that this is 2, 5, this is 1, 0. So anytime you are seeing a figure being put inside quotation, then that means it becomes 2, 5, 1, 0. What about this? K is equal to John is handsome. P is equal to, look at this place. I give space here. I put space here because I want to join together. I put space here. You can see the space I put here. Between this A and this, there's a white space here. There's a white space here. I said P is equal to and brilliant. And I said Q is equal to what? I put space here too. I put space here too. And what? And it's 26. So and I ask you to what? To print out the value. Let me first of all put this, comment this. So now let me have the result for print K plus P. What is K plus P? That means I want to add K with this P. That means the answer to what? To be done is handsome and what? And brilliant. These are the results. John is handsome and brilliant. You can see the results. Consider the results. Why is it that there is a space between this and this and this handsome? Why is space here? Because I have already generated that white space here when I was typing in. If I remove that white space, let me assume I remove this white space in this P. Look at my P. Let's assume I remove this white space. No, I've removed the white space that was occurred between this quotation mark and this and. Now, let me run it now. Let me run the result now. You see that the white space here also will remove. There won't be any space here also. You see now. There won't be space here also now. Let's see. Can you see now? John is handsome man. John is handsome man and brilliant. And whereas there is supposed to be a space between handsome and. Between handsome and. But because I failed to provide that space here, to provide a space here, so when I provide a space here and I run it, you see that John is handsome and brilliant. John is handsome and brilliant. So now, please ask your questions when we get to when I get to this stage. You can ask your questions. Let me remove this comment sign, this hash, and print K plus P. What is K plus P? That is, John is handsome and is 26. Because K is John is handsome. Q is what? K plus Q. Q is what? And is 26. Let's run it and see the results. You see, John is handsome and is 26. So look at this place also. B is 14. A is 20, A is 30, A is 50, A is 102, print A plus B. Who can tell me what our answer will be? Who can tell me what our answer will be? Please, let me see if you are following me.
116, sir.
One what?
116. 16.
116.
116.
That's the option. Another option?
A equals to 102.
A equal to 102.
Very good.
Sorry.
Then A plus B.
A is 102. A plus B is 116.
A is 102. Plus B is 116.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Good.
A is 102.
Good. 102, 116. That's the answer. Because I told you that
A plus A is 64.
Wow. 102. How come?
Last.
Is somebody asking the question again now? How come?
That's it. Oh.
Okay, that means you may not be following us. I told you that
because
the latest value of
the
that is what the Python will print for you.
That's what Python recognizes.
You have A20
Yes.
here, you have A30 here, you have A50 here.
The
But latest value of A is 102.
Because the last
latest value,
because the last
the latest value of A was 50.
latest value.
No, it's 102.
Yes.
I hope you can continue,
The
please.
latest value, which is equal to.
I hope you can continue, please.
Yes, please.
Please, I want to finish all these preliminary stage. I book only 2 days for this preliminary stage before I go to read data. Please, let us be fast, please. This is just small aspect of it. Now,
so we can move on, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, here we have more example on concatenation. Now we have name, John, then that location, Abuja, then ski, Python, then print name plus is from.
We can't see nor hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can hear, but we can't see.
Sorry. I don't know what happened to my internet now here. I don't know, but I'm back. So sorry about that.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Can you hear me now again?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Welcome back, sir.
Okay. Good. Please, somebody is still, please, unmute yourself, please. Dr. Adeyinka Olasayinde, please unmute yourself. Just unmute yourself. Thank you. Good. Now, name, John. That is, I'm putting name with John. This loc means location, Abuja. You can see skill, Python. I told you that whenever you have this type of quotes here, that means talking about string. So that means name, John. John here is the string. But the variable here is what? Is name. So why you have loc, the variable for loc is what? Is Abuja. Now, here and I said, let me put hash here to make it inactive. I want to add the first one. The first one here means what? Print name plus. Then after that, what did I put here? I put space here. Space is here. Before is. From is from. That means this name. What is this name? This name here means what? Means John. This name means what? John. That means John is from. You can see the way I had it now. John is from. Then plus what? Location. What's the location? Abuja. That means name here means John is from Abuja, and he is learning what? What's the skill? The skill is what? Python. So let me run that code now. You can see the way it give me. So though it is just necessary for me to teach you this area, so that when you see this type of situation in any international question, maybe you are facing some international interview, and in the interview is written interview, because before you can be called upon for probably Zoom interview, you must have passed the written interview. You must have passed the written interview. So if you fail this type, if you see this type of situation in international interview, this is how to do it. I'm just teaching you this for you to have knowledge about how to do it. This is not typically in what you are supposed to understand when we get to our real data analytics. So let me be fast about it. Now look at this page too. Print name plus, then space here, then you now print it. That means you have John, Abuja, Python. That is name plus what? Location plus what? Skill. I put space here. Look at the way I put space here. I put space here and I code that space at the top. I code so that the space can look at the space. This is the space I code here. And I put empty there. That is name means John. John plus the empty space. The empty space is what you are seeing here. Look at the empty space. Then Abuja and Python, look at the empty space. So now I think we can go further to have you can study the rest yourself. You can study the rest yourself. I'll give you the Python code to go and get it yourself. Now swapping. Swapping means you swap the value. I've explained the value for you last time before. Look at this place now. X equals to 5. Y is 10. Now I say A is X. Now I now said X is Y. They now say Y is A. And I ask you to print the value of X. So can you now tell me the value of X now? Look at this place. X is 5. But now Y is 10. Am I communicating? Good. Look at this. I said A is X. But now I said X is Y. Look at me. Look at me. And I said Y is what? Is A. And I asked to find the value of X. What is the value of X? So this is swapping. The value of S here should be the latest value that S will generate for us. And what's the latest value? The latest value is what? The value of this is S. This is S equals A here. The S equals A here means that the value of X takes the value of A. And what is value of A? The value of A here means A equals to Y. And what is value of Y? The value of Y means what? Means what? Means 10. So let's now print it out. See the result, 10. What about the value of Y? Let's see the value of Y. What is the value of Y? The value of Y is A. Can you see? Y equal to A. So what is this A? A is what? A is what? Is X. But what is this X? This X. This S what? This S what? Is Y. And what is this Y? Y equal to 10. So let's print it out. That's what you have 5. So more on swapping. This is more on swapping. The X of 15. Okay, let me give you a chance. If you have any question to ask, let me give you a chance briefly to ask any question. If you have any question to ask question. Now, what about this? X is 15. Y is 100. What about X comma Y is equal to Y comma X? Last time I taught you this. I taught you this last time. Okay, please, your question. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, sir. Can I ask my question now?
Yes. Good evening, sir. Please. Yes, I have a network problem.
Okay.
When you are in that 102, I don't understand how we got that values of 3 is equals to 102. So I have a network problem with my system.
This place here?
Thanks.
This place here?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
I told you that the latest value of a variable will be chosen by Python. Latest value here is 102. That's why Python choose print A in 102. That's just the brief answer there. Are you okay now? Okay, good.
Hello, sir. Can I ask my question now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask my question now, please?
Yes, good, please.
Yes, I'm okay, sir.
Dr. Godwin, please.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Quick.
Yes, sir. If there is an operation which I tried, an operation, the result, I tried the first one, the result was a 2. When I ran it again, I got 2.0.
Okay.
I understood that 2 is an integer. And I understood that 2.0 is a float.
Yes.
When I ran this operation, both of them, the same operation, one give me 2, the other one give me 2.0.
Okay.
If a question is now asked, that what type of result do I have in 2, and probably the person that gave me this test, he ran it, he got 2.0, and I ran my own, I got 2 of the same operation, and I concluded that it's integer. Automatically, if it will fail me, because I had the same experience in what you gave us yesterday. I did it, I got in a particular place now. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
I am with you. I'm with you.
I want to hear your response. So in case this happened now, into this scenario, I ran the same operation, I got 2, and I ran the second one, I got 2.0. If a question is being raised, what type of data, class of data is this? And I now choose integer. But the person that asked me has a float with him. He will automatically say, I'm wrong. So what do you have to say about this? Because some result will give you exactly without points. Another one will give you with points. What will you say, sir, please?
Look at this place.
And again, more so, what data type is fractional number without, I'm not saying decimal number now, fractional number. I know fractional number result to decimal number. So when we have fractional number,
it is still a float, because that fractional number will result to decimal.
Okay.
Now look at this place. Look at this stage. This place. Let me give you something like this. Let me give you G is equal to 28. Let me give you H is equal to 11. Look at me. Now, I now ask you to print. Okay. Now, I just said H plus G. What is the answer?
It's 21. It is 41.
39.
28.
28.
Oh, 30, sorry.
28 and 11. That will be 39.
39.
Anyway, let me say 20 and 11. That is 31. Abi?
Yeah, 31.
Now, let's run it and see the result. What is the result now? 31. You see the result now, right? Now, look at it. And I say H plus G.
Please just.
You see now? 31.
Yeah.
Good. So whenever you have it as integer, the result will give you integer. But if any of these, this is 20 now say 20.0. If any of these now becomes float, the answer will give you a float.
Okay.
Can you get this language now? So it is not possible for you to have the same code if you have not put float in this area. The result will not give you a float.
I think I will check again.
And if you check and you have that particular problem, that's why it's always good to go and restart your kernel. Restarting kernel is like you are refreshing. If you want to do such sensitive work, you restart your kernel. When you restart a kernel, it's like you are refreshing the system. So the answer you are saying now, that 1.0 is not an integer, it's a float. Any question again? I hope I've answered your question, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if there is no question again, shall we proceed? Please, let's proceed to this area. This area, you're going to study it yourself because I'm going to give you the notes. So you have S 15, you have Y 100, and I said S, comma Y is equal to Y, comma X. Who can tell me the value of X?
$100.
The value of X is what? 100. 100. Good, because this is now. I said X. I said X. I said X, comma Y. The X, comma Y now is got to Y, comma X. So what I mean here is that the position of X here, X here takes first position. And that means it's equal to the first position here also. And that first position here also is what is Y. So that means that your value of X is now Y. While the value of Y here is now X. So if you run this code now, the value of X is 100, while the value of Y is 15. I think I'm communicating. So please go and study. I'll give you the note on that. Go and study the rest more. So let me quickly go to comments. Comments. We have already seen comment before. I told you comments. Comments means you put a hash. When you want to make a statement to be a comment, you put hash. Comment can appear anywhere in coding. Comment can appear either in the beginning, either in the middle, either at the end. Comment can appear anywhere. Anywhere you see that hash when you are writing code, they are making comments. Comments are used to annotate code. They are not interpreted as Python. They are not. Comments in Python start with hash character and end at the end of the physical line of the code. A comment may appear at the start of a line or following white space or code, but not within a string character, string literal, sorry. A hash character within a string is just a hash character. This type of comment is also known as single line comment. Now look at this one now. Look at this place, 50 plus 43. And I put hash here. So this is the addition of 50 and 43. This hash I put here, and whatever I write in front of it, I am making comments. I'm just giving explanatory notes on this value of code, on this code I wrote here. This 50 plus 43 means that I am explaining what this line of code means. That is what it is. So let me run it now. The answer is 93. Python will see this, anything that starts with this hash inside the other this line. Python will see it as comment and it will not add on it. Python will not add on it. Now, if I remove that hash and now run it like this, look at this. I run it like this. I run. You see now? It's giving me error. It said 43 is the addition of 50 and 43. Invalids what? Syntax. Because Python is saying this. Python will say this as an error because of the fact that you are making a comment, but you did not put the comment sign. So look at this place now. Look at X is equal to what? 50 plus 43. We now print what? Print X. And I say what? And I say run. 93. So can you get the logic now? This place now, it could be at the beginning of a line. We are subtracting 4 plus 7 from 7 with the following command. Look at it. This is the line of command now. I want to run it now. I run 7 minus 3. I put this comment at the beginning. Comment could be at the beginning, could be within what? Within the code, or could be at the end of the code. So that's that about comment. I've taught you comment before. So please go and know it more. Now I want to teach you print function. This is a very sensitive area. This area is where we are going to be using mostly in data analytics. We are going to be using this function very, very well. The print function is very wide, is very versatile tool that is used to print anything in Python. Example, print hello, my dear brothers and sisters in this class. You can see print, open bracket, hello, comma, my dear brothers and sisters in this class. I put what? I put the string. I mean, I put the quotes, quotation mark there. So now let us run this code. You see the result. Hello, my dear brother and sister. It runs and give you the answer. So with the help of this print function, we have the result out. Look at this place too. Look at this place. I said y is equal to what? Hello, my dear brother and sister. And I said print y. Look at what it gives us. It gives us the answer. Hello, my dear brother and sister. I hope you get what I'm saying. So now look at this place. Look at this place. Hello, comma 2023. Now this hello here is already in what? In quotation. This 2023 is the figure. So it is not need to be in quotation. So you cannot put like this. Hello 2023. And also you can put hello 2023 inside quotation as well. You can put both. So if you put it like this, what you are telling us is that this 2023, you say hello 2023. So anytime you are, one time they print like this, there was an interview that there was a physical interview through Zoom that I was asked some time ago. It was written in this format. They wrote it in this format for that person. They said, pronounce this word for us. So the person now said, hello, just say print hello 2023. So what he said made him fail that interview. Because why? This 2023 is already in what? In quotation. So it's a string. It's not a value. It's not a number. It's not a number, it's a string. So he could have said hello 2023. That's the best way to say it. Not hello 2023. Reason why is because this 2023 is already in what? Already in quotation mark. So, but this one here you are saying here, because it is not in quotation mark, we can produce as hello 2023. So I hope I'm communicating. So let's run this. Hello 2023. Now also print James is 26 years old. That's easy. So please go and study it. Femi is 3 years experience in driving. So go and study it. So go and study all this area. I will give you the note to go and study it. Look at it. F is Mary. Print S plus is my friend. That is, Mary is my friend. You had Mary plus what? Plus is my friend. And you leave space here. I taught you this one last time. Leaving space when you're writing a sentence. Now, some ways to handle print function. The first way to handle print is what? Is F string or formatted string literal. Now, I'm teaching you this because I know that we are going to be using it when we get to the real code, real programming. Now, you can see S is equal to Mary. And now ask you to use F string format, F string method to write out that Mary is what? That the man is very nice and belongs to Mary. Look at this now. So the first thing is that you write S is equal to Mary and you quote it. When you quote it, then it shows that it's a string. You must quote it. So that it's a string. Now the next thing is print. Then open bracket F. Then you use a single quotation here. Then the man is very nice and belong to, you now use this type of bracket. Look at this. Look at this curly bracket. That's what we're going to use. Belong to what? To S. What is S? Mary. So that's a what? The what? The man is very nice and belong to Mary. You put the full stop, then you run it. Look at it, it runs. It runs. Let me give you another example here. Look at D. D means what? David. D means David. Then I'm going to ask you to print F. Then you have a single quote. Then you can say what? Let's write a statement here. Let's write a statement like possibly you can say I am a a friend to, are you with me? I'm a friend to D. Why he is also, why is also an enemy to Mr. Han. So let's print this and see the results. Let's print this and see the results. Let's print this and see. Can you see? Can you tell me where the error is? Can you tell me where the error is? Because if you look at it very well, I have declared, look at it, I declared David here. But I put David without putting position. That's where the error is. So when you have David, you have to put it in position, but to make it as string. So if you don't do that, it will give you error. So that's what it is. You see now, I'm a friend to David because I've what? I've used this D, letter D, to represent David here. That's why I say I'm a friend of David. Why is an enemy to Mr. Ang? Can you see now? Can you see now? Good. Look at it, Mary. S is what? Is Mary. Then print what? Print F and X is my friend. That is, Mary is what? Is my friend. That's what I want to give you. I want to give you. That's the answer. Mary is my friend. Who can tell me what is going to give you? What is my P? P is what? University of Lagos. What is Q? Dr. Harry. The answer print. Q is my friend. We both attended. So can somebody tell me these results? Please unmute yourself and tell me what is going to give us. Very quick.
Dr. Harry is my friend. We both attended University of Lagos.
Exactly. That's the answer. Dr. Harry is my friend. We both attended University of Lagos. So I think you can go and study this one yourself, understand it. Look at this place too. Look at this place too. He is a friend to Q and P. And P was first choice. So yeah, tell me what this one tells us.
He's a friend
to Dr. Harry.
Dr. Harry.
And University of Lagos was his first choice.
Was his first choice.
Exactly. That's the answer. Exactly. Please go and study more on it. Now, number 2, that is method 2. Method 2 now says format function. Format function. I don't want to say much about it. Go and read my notes. Go and read my notes about it. But let me just explain what format function means to you. Look at this one now. A is big hostel. B is what? Please omit yourself. Please. Observe, please. Omit yourself, please.
Okay. I'm mute.
Please mute yourself, please. Dr. Semi Wadebare, please mute yourself. I can see you're not mute yourself. Okay, thank you, so that I cannot hear you on the ground noise.
You should mute from your end, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Look at this place. That is method 2. Method 2 means format function. Now look at this. A, zig. So let me put asterisk here. So let me put ash here to make this one becomes. Let me put ash here to make it becomes inactive. To make it become inactive. So now look at this place now. A is what? Single step. B is what? Number of classroom available. Now this one is not F string format again. This one is not F string format again. This one is what? Is a function. Is function format. So now I said print, then open brackets, the B at A in the University of Ibadan is 230. Dot format. Open bracket again. I will not tell you the meaning of B. B is got to what? B is got to number of classroom available. What is there? You put it there. Can you see? You now say you cut it. You also cut A to what? C posted. Because someone now tell me what this line of code will give us. That means the Number of classrooms available at what? At what? At Zik Hostel in the University of Ibadan is what? 230. Let's see the results. Can you see now? The number of classrooms available at Zik Hostel in the University of Ibadan is 230. What about this one? Can somebody tell me what is what we give you? Print the dash at dash, then this. Please, somebody tell me what will give you. Let me just give you chance to unmute yourself. Please, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and tell me the results. The what? This code. Somebody tell me this line of code. Answer for this code. Please unmute yourself and tell me the results. Oh, okay. Please unmute yourself and tell me the answer. Before, are you there?
Hi, good evening.
Yeah. Okay. The what?
Yes. The number of classroom available
The number of classroom available
at Zik Hostel in University of Ibadan is 230.
Good. That means you have gotten it right. Let's go to this.
Sorry, please, I have a question.
You have a question? Okay, please. What's your
Yes.
question?
Okay, please, this format, what does it mean on this line of code? Format, open bracket, x is equal to 230 here on 22.
This one, 22? This 22?
Yes, after the print statement here. Yes,
okay.
there's a
Yeah,
format.
That's the format method. I told you there are two methods you can print your results. You can use F-string method. The second one, you can use format method. I taught you the F-string method. This is second method. Now is a format function. We are making use of format. Look at this. Look at this now. Look at the same problem here. Look at this problem here. Look at this one now. This one means A equals C equals 10. B equals to what? Number of what? Consumer available. Then I want to print. I said print F. I put this single quotation mark B, and I put this curly bracket and put that B inside it. I put that A inside it. In the University of Lagos, it's 230. So this is a format. Sorry, this is a F-string method to print your results. This area is very sensitive because you must know how to print your results. Yesterday, somebody asked me a question that if we do all this our practice, how do we save our results? So it's very important. If you know how to save your results, you should be able to know how to print your results. So this is a format to print your results. And also this another format. This format is the second one. That is the what? That is the format method. This is another method to print results.
Okay. And
this another method. This method means print the, then you put this B inside there, at A inside here, University of Lagos, Ibadan, 230. They just say dot format. You can see that I did not use F here again. This F is no more here.
Yes.
Aha. But the F is no more here. When I want to do this, the F is no more here. So that is how it is. Any question again?
And again, sir.
Thank
yes,
you,
sir.
Okay, yes, thank you.
I thought we said that once a numeric value is inside the quotes, we now read it one after the other. Like we don't need to say the number of classrooms at Zik Hotel, the University of Ibadan is 230. I thought it's supposed to be is 230.
Yes, you can read it as 230. But when the results, when the output comes out, it gives you 230. This is the output.
Okay.
When you want to read it here as 230. But when you want to read it here, you read it here as 230 because you have seen the output already. You have seen the results. And this result is not in quotation again. It's no more in quotation again. Am I correct? Am I communicating?
Okay, sir.
Look at this one now.
Yes, sir.
That is what?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Why engineering? Look at this Z. Z here is 230. X here is what? 230. Y is what? Engineering. What is Z? 230. Am I communicating? The value of S here, if I ask you, what type of data is X here? That is what? Integer.
Integer.
What about Y? Y is what? Is string. What about
String?
String.
Z2 is what? Is string.
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 Look at the way I write it now. And I said the faculty
Of engineering.
As
230 students.
Good with
230 ID numbers.
Good, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So this is your answer. You can see. So I think if you study my example more, you can understand it more. We should not waste time in this area, please. My examples here are self-explanatory. If you go through my example and you have any difficulty, contact me in the group so we can discuss this further. So let's go to escape sequence. What do you mean by escape sequence? This is also very good, very interesting. Escape characters are generally used to perform certain tasks, and their usage in code directs the compiler to take a suitable action mapped to that character. All these ones, they are all nodes. Now, look at where the escape is useful. Look at where it is useful. Look at it. Now, suppose we want to write a string. The string is what? That is really easy. This is what I want to write in what? I want to write this. I want to write this in Python. Please, let's mute ourselves. Please, let us mute ourselves, please. Are we on the same page? Let's mute ourselves, please. Okay, good. Now, I want to write, that is really easy. If you are to write this within what? Within the double quotation, we could write it as, that is really easy. But if we are to write this with using what? Using a single what? A single quote like this, that is really easy. That is what I'm saying. We cannot write it because we have 3 quotes. Because we have 3 quotes here. This is 1. This is 1. This is 2. And this is 3. So we have 3 quotes here. And the Python interpreter will get confused as to where the string starts and ends. So, hence, we need to specify that the string does not end at X. At this S here. This S here. We need to specify that it does not end here. So let us see example. What I'm saying to you, I'm doing that. When we run this now. Look at this one. See, it's got the words. That is really easy. That is really easy. I use a single quote here. Last time I told you that you can use a single quote or double quote. Now here I use a single quote. That is really easy. And I use this /. This is a /. You now put quotes again and like this. So another print T. Let's see the result. Look at the answer. Let me now use this. Let me now remove this /. And write the same thing. This is the same thing here. I'm removing this /. I remove it here. Look at it. I remove it here. There's no // here. But because the quote here starts here and it ends here, look at it. Python is saying that your quote starts here, start in this T here, and end in this, because of this T here before S. Let me see. Let us put the result now. See the result. It's giving us error. Why? It's telling us that this is an unterminated string literal. It's actually at line 1. He said, we did not terminate this string. This is what? That is. So this what? This simple quote start here and also what? End here. But other things are still in the front. And there is no comment there. That is why you have an error to be this error. So if you want to put this thing into real sentence, the best is to use front words. To use front, to use backward, that is front forward slash. Or rather, you go and use double quotation for the beginning and to the end. At this place. Look at this line. Look at this line now. We use double here, and we use double here to end it. And we use a single one in the middle. So please go and read my word very well. Now, look at this place now. Print. That's really easy. I'm teaching you again about how to use this forward slash. And I use forward slash any. And I say, yes, it is really easy. This is a sentence. And it ends here. So I want Python to take on that line entirely. So I will use the forward slash and any. I will start on that line here also. Can you see now? That's really easy. Yes, it is really easy. Now, what I mean here is this. Supposing I want to write. Supposing I want to write something like, look at this, something like this. Look at this. That is my ball. Then you put what? You put a full stop. That's my boy. After your full stop, then you can put, if you like, you can put your what? You can put your then forward slash. We have our forward slash. It should be on your system. We have a forward slash, then any will follow it. Then after any, then you now begin to write another sentence. That means I want to go on sentence another line. That's my boy. What can I say? But he has not been behaving well. Full stop. So we can run this code now. You can see, because what it gives us, that's my boy. I put space, and I put what? Forward slash. Then any, this forward slash n is to break into anything after this forward slash n, it will bring down. It will bring down whatever you have next to the next line. To the next line. Look at this place now. If I stop it here, I say space. And I say forward slash. Forward slash. Then any again. And all right, I will try to correct him anytime he makes mistake. I think you get it now. Anytime he's wrong. Let me just say anytime he is wrong. Let's run this code. Can you see now? I made to be 3 different lines. To be 3 different lines. That's my board. You can see, I put the first class any, then I start again. But he has not been behaving well. I will try to correct him anytime he's wrong. So I think that area is understood. Please go and read the area very well yourself. Understood. So please, I'll give you the code. You go and study the code yourself. I'll give you the code. The code yourself. And if you have any question, you ask me. So indentation. I want to leave that area to go and study it yourself. So it's not something difficult. Anyway, let me just explain. So white space are important in Python. White space at the start of a line is called indentation. So anytime you put white space That's called indentation. At the beginning of a line of a code, it's called indentation. So like this one now, look at this place now. You have Ade 34, print Ade. Look at it. I have already put some lines from white space. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. But by the time I want to write print Ade, I also put the same line of space 1, 2, 3, 4, and everything stands under like this. Like this now, it will go. The answer is what? It's 34. If it's like this also, look at this place. Like this also, Ade, everything starts from the beginning like this. Let's run it again. You see the result, 34. Now look at this place. Look at this place. It's giving us error because there is a problem of indentation here. Indentation, no, I tell you. Because look at it. This Ade has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Line about 8 white spaces. But under the print, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are only 4. So it does not correlate. This Ade and this print must have the same line of space, or the print will go in the front. That's why you have an error here. Look at this place. Ade, this one cannot give you error because can give you error also because the line of space between Ade and this print are not the same. Look at this one too. This one will not give you error. Why? Why does it not give error? It's because even if you have already used some line of space, you've already left it here, but in your print, there is no line of space at all. That's why you have your result out. You have your result out here, but if you have Ade at the beginning here, no space, but your print has space, there will be error. If you have Ade to be certain number of space, but under the print, that number of space are not the same with the same number of space you have in Ade, there will be error. If there is no space at all for the two, there won't be error. If the number of space are the same, there won't be error. So let's look at this place too. Look at this place too. Name, you got with Thompson. Print, my name is name. My name is Thompson. Please, let us unmute ourselves, please. Let us mute ourselves, please. Let's mute ourselves, please. Look at this place too. I told you that whenever you have this type of thing, problem will occur because the name you have here and the print you have here, they are not of the same indentation. So look at this place. This place will not give you error because the print starts from beginning. So no white space at all. So it will not give you error. So please go and solve this problem. Go and solve this problem. That's the end of this one, of this area. Any question, please? Let me see. Let me give you space to ask a question one by one. Please, I'm giving you space to ask your question one by one. Please, let us mute ourselves. Let's mute ourselves, please. Let's ask our question one by one.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
My question is that /n, which come at the end of each statement. Hello?
This area?
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you. This area?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. This area?
Yeah.
This area?
Yes.
Okay.
The forward slash.
Okay.
The forward slash.
Can we take this line, this 29, as an example?
Okay, line 29. Example line 29.
Okay, good.
Example line 29.
Okay.
After
good.
each statement, we have forward slash n after each statement.
We have forward slash, we have backward slash. What you are using here is forward slash.
Okay, so let's master forward slash before we go to backward slash. Now, the forward slash, is it a function? Is it a data type? What is it called, please?
That is the, you see, when we talk about programming also has some rules. That is the way it is designed, that if you want to write some statements on the same line. But you want to, on the same line of code, but you want to have that statement to be divided into different lines. When you see the results, you must apply this approach. This approach is /any will follow it. You see, the reason why I'm taking this area.
Please mute your mic.
No, sir. The reason why I'm taking this area is because if I'm teaching you, if you get to the stage of probably we get to a stage, okay, look at this stage. I'm coming. Let me give you something like this. Let me give you something like this. Let me insert a figure. I want to insert a figure. Let me insert a figure. Look at this figure. Look at this figure. I want to insert. Look at this figure now. Can you see this figure?
Yes, sir.
You can see this figure. Look at the heading of that figure. Inspecting normality and outlier. That's the heading.
Yes, sir.
You see the heading?
Yes, sir.
That heading, when we are writing the line of code, if you want something else to come under this heading, this is the heading. The heading says inspecting normality and outlier. Now, if you want something else to come under it, and you want to put that thing inside bracket, like probably you want to say for sample size to be 500. So this is how you are going to write it. This is how you write it. Hope you are getting me at all.
I'm listening.
For example, look at it. Look at it. Look at me now. I can just say print. Look at me. Print. Now I'm saying, okay, I'm saying something like this. Inspecting normality and outliers. Hope you are getting me now.
Yeah.
I put full stop. And I put this / any, and I put bracket open. And I said for sample size equal to 100. And I run it. Look at it. See the result. Can you see the result now? See the result. Look at the result. Am I communicating at all?
Yeah, you are. What I'm saying.
What I'm telling you is that I just want you to know that the way. So sometimes we may have interest to write two lines, to have 2 lines like this. But we are putting these 2 lines in the same line. If you are writing code for this graph you are seeing now, if I'm writing code for this graph, and I want to put something again, under these outliers, inspecting normality and outlier. I want to put something under it, so that thing will appear under it. Use now. Like this one, look at it. This one will appear under it.
Mute your mic, Akin. You are disturbing us. Mute your mic.
Please, let us mute our mic, please. So if I want to put something under this outlier, this inspecting normality and outlier, I want to put something under it. That is when you now introduce this type of / any, and anything you put in the front will appear under it. Like this place now, look at it. It appears under it. So if I'm writing a code and I want to put the title of a plot, so if I put the title like this, and I want to still put some other thing as title, but that thing now, I want to come under it. To come under it, I will now introduce this / any.
Okay.
Any question again?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Any question again? Please.
Thank you, sir.
If you have any question, you can ask, please.
Hello, sir. Mine is not a question. I just wanted to draw your attention to, you kept on saying /, but actually the symbol you are showing is a
Sorry, it's a backward slide. Sorry. It's a slip of tongue. This symbol is a backward slide. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Thank you. This symbol is a backward slide because it's coming in it's coming this manner. It's a backward slide. Sorry. The forward slide is this. This is a forward slide. That is one of the backward slides. So thank you very much for that. Thank you. All right. Another question or contribution?
Yes, sir. In the function format method of printing, sir.
Okay.
Function format method. Yes.
Function format method.
Function format.
Okay.
That one that has format.
Okay. This is the area.
Yes, sir. I can see after writing print, the B at A, there is a dot format. Then bracket B equal to.
It must be there. Dot format. Okay. Bracket open B is equal to. You now quote everything you have here. This one, this equal to something, and equal something, does not necessarily you must have on B. You can usually quote, you can quote it as A, B, C or A, B, C, D. So it's not compulsory that you start from the one you have used first here. It's not compulsory. In as much as you have it as A, B, C is here. So you can quickly quote, just quote A, B, C here also. So it's not compulsory you have it as the way you started quoting it. Like B, A, like B and A here. You can quote it as A and B when you get to this place. So dot format and practice it and see your results.
Okay, so we must quote it and put dot format. Okay.
You know the way I wrote this example? Example you are saying.
Yes, sir.
If you double click on it like this is where I wrote it. I put it as what? 6 asterisk. This is about 6 asterisk. Sorry, 6 hash.
Hash, that's right.
Hash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This hash. I put space. After that, it's already marked down because it's a sentence. It's marked down. Sentence, it's marked down. So if it's a code, you put code, but it's not a code. If it's a code, this is how it will appear. But if you want to write a sentence, you put mark down. After mark down, then you now run it. When you run it, to give you something bold like this. Something bold like this. Other questions?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Then we can decide to choose any format of the print we are using. Yes. Whether the F string,
exactly.
function format.
I decided to teach you both because of the reason that you may want to solve some problems at international level, or you may have some problems, some online interview that will involve this type of area, so that you will not say, but you never heard about this before, this type of format. What we heard about was F string. You never hear about format function. So whenever you see it, you know that this is what they are saying. This is what they are saying.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
There's even the simplest one that we don't need to put F. We just need to print.
Exactly. Even the simplest one.
We don't put F. We don't put any format.
Exactly. But when you are writing a sentence, that sentence must be in a string. So if you are printing a sentence, it must be in a quotation mark. So that's what I mean. Any other question, please?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Any other question, please?
Sorry, sir. Can we also ask question from yesterday's class? Because I was not participating. I didn't have my software installed yesterday.
You have to contact me personally on that.
Oh, okay, sir.
You can get in touch with me personally on that. That is not for this class. So if there is no question about this,
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello,
yes,
sir.
I want to ask a question on this print format.
Okay.
Print format.
Okay.
Since we are specifying the parameters for the Y, for the variables inside the format, does it need to come before it, the print? Does that Y equals engine and Z equals 230 need to be specified? Why not just print just the last line alone? Won't it run without those first two lines?
I don't understand you, sir.
If we just write print without stating the first two, won't it run? Without stating Y equals engineering, Z is equals to 2, 3.
Okay.
Just,
this is what we mean. If we just write like this, excuse me, write like this, print, am I communicating like this?
Yes.
But you have to put it inside the quotes. Am I communicating?
And then dot format X.
Dot format?
Yes, without, because this dot format, we are specifying the X and or the variables here.
Because we have already put S here. This is our S now.
Yes.
We have already put Y here. This is our Y now. We've already put Z here. This is our Z now in curly brackets. So you must say dot format and specify the value for that S, Y, Z in the front.
I understand this line, sir. I'm talking of the one, the first two.
Okay, no, sir. Even if you cut off this one.
Yes.
Cut them off. You cut them off. And you specify them here. And you say dot format and tell us the meaning of this X, Y, Z here. It will run and it will run. See now. It will run and give you results.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That may not need to specify.
And give you results. It will run
that's what I'm
give
saying.
you results. Exactly.
Okay, sir.
It will run and give you results. So you don't need to say it is a must that you specify the X, Y, Z. No. It will run. Once you have specified the value of X, Y, Z here, it will run.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Any other question? No question again? Please, when you have time, go through this. So you can ask me a question if you have any question. Go through it and try to solve this problem. Solve this problem. So please, I want to try as much as possible to ensure that I'm done with this aspect tonight. So probably we are starting our main class because there is no way I can continue like this and try to finish up within 2 weeks where we are moving. So I have to go to what we want. I have to go to what we want, and that what we want is data analytics. So by the grace of God, we are starting data analytics properly, probably by tomorrow. I think that tomorrow. So my schedule before was to have this course 4-5 times in a week. So this week we're having it 5 times. Next week we're having it 4 times. Because this week now we're going to have like 2 days off out of the 7 days. So we have 2 days off out of 7 days. We have it today, yesterday, today. Tomorrow also we should have it tomorrow. So we now use Thursday to relax. Thursday to relax. So we now have it on Friday and Saturday. Sunday will also be used to relax. Now, by next week, we start from Monday and Tuesday. Our Wednesday, Thursday will be for practical questions. I will give you questions you are going to solve. And you're submitting your question to me on Wednesday, next week, Wednesday. By next week, Wednesday, by next week, I will take you Monday, I will take you Tuesday. We use our Wednesday and Thursday for practical questions. I will give you questions which are going to solve, real life questions. You know, I must have taught you how to handle those questions, data sets. I must have taught you. So you will now use Wednesday and Thursday next week to solve those problems. So by Friday and Saturday, we now complete our work. But you are giving me the problem individually, not that you are submitting the code, the problem to the group. If you want to submit anything to me, you submit to me individually. Don't send your answer to the group. If you give your answer in the group, if I say this is okay, that means there's no need for anybody to do it again. because you have done the answer. But if you give me your answer to any problem I give you in a private chat, I will look at it and I will say you are okay. So that somebody else will do the same thing and give it to me. So that one is different from giving your answer in the group. So please don't give your answer in the group again. Give me your answers privately. Private chat me on that. So at this point, I think we can call it a day. By tomorrow, we submit again.